I was trapped. I'll say trapped because I wasn't stuck in Turkey. I was trapped in Turkey in the airport for 7 good hours.
Girl, you're the baddest. No need to practice, cause you're so different.
If this is your first time seeing my face or coming onto my channel, please subscribe because we need you here, okay? So subscribe. So guys, I don't have an ending to my vlog in terms of coming back home, and I'll tell you why. So this is what happened. Basically, on the day that we was leaving Ghana, it was night time. Like my flight was at like 9 something in the night. So okay, leading up to coming back home, like maybe let's say like 2-3 days before I left Ghana, I was kind of fed up of being in Ghana. Why? Because I was getting bit by mosquitoes disgustingly, like all over my body, my hands, my neck, my legs, like my arms. It was just bites all over. And like an idiot, when I was going, I didn't get any malaria tablets, I didn't take any injections. So I literally went to this country like a free animal. So the more I was getting bit, I was getting scared that, oh my gosh, I'm gonna come back and probably catch malaria, or like something's gonna happen to me or something. So I was really, really scared. So that's why I kind of like just couldn't be out to Ghana. And it was also like, I don't know, like the excitement had kind of gone. I wasn't in the country, I wasn't in the UK for Christmas and for New Year's, and none of my family was in Ghana at the time. So it was like, I don't know, I just felt some type of way. Like I felt kind of distant from my family, felt like I missed out on Christmas and New Year's. So it was just, I don't know, normally, I don't know, like, obviously New Year's Eve I'll go to church, you know, the New Year's Day mum will have like a family gathering party thing. Didn't have none of that on New Year's in Ghana. And then Christmas Day in Ghana wasn't the same either, like, just wasn't the same. So yeah, so I was kind of fed up and I just wanted to get back home. So on the day we're leaving Ghana now, we're coming, and then our flight was at 9, like I said. We didn't get to the airport till like 8 something. Bearing in mind, we left where we were staying at like, I think 5 something, no, I lied, like 6 something, yeah, 6 something. It took us nearly 2 hours for a 30-minute journey. A journey that should take 30 minutes took 2 hours because of Ghana traffic. Now, if you're Ghanaian, you know about Ghana traffic. Ghana traffic is not a joke. Like, in this country, we can say traffic, yeah, and it's just like, I don't know, 20 minutes maybe, and then you're moving. Ghana traffic is 2 hours. And what's irritating, yeah, is that it's not like it's roadworks, it's not like it's anything major. It will just be like one stupid trotro car that's trying to overtake another car, and then maybe they're beefing, so they're not moving, and then because they're not moving, there's like 20,000 cars piled up behind them. It's a joke, like it's actually a joke. So that's what it was. We was in traffic for time, and then we kept changing the route, like driving all over the place, and then yeah, got to the airport late. But I was so pissed. Like I was so pissed. Like I was so done with Ghana that time, yeah, and I just wanted to go home. So it's like my face was so bad. Like I didn't do no makeup, my wig was even shifted. Like I just got to the airport and I was just not in the mood. So then the first what's it called? The first, I think the check-in desk, that's what it's called. Check-in desk, yeah, we went there to drop off our bags. The woman that was there casually talking to the person next to her while she's scanning in our bags, asking us to weigh stuff. And that day I was a bit scared as well because Samuel was trying to bring back fan ice. Now fan ice is like what's it called? I'll show you what fan ice is. So Samuel basically had this in his I don't even know if you can see it, fan ice. He had this in his suitcase here, loads of these, like loads of these in his suitcase. And normally you're not really allowed to like bring that. Oh, okay, I'm focused. Normally you're not allowed to bring that to the UK because it's like dairy products or whatever it is. So he had that in his suitcase. Like, I thought they were going to chat rubbish. So it was already leaking, because it's like ice cream basically, leaking out of his suitcase onto my suitcase, because this woman wants us to pile up our suitcases onto the conveyor belt thing. She's taking her time. She's scanning this, she's scanning that, she's talking to her friend. Oh, Amma, oh, da 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 da, oh, Akia, oh, da 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 da. I'm looking at this woman like, bro, it's nearly 9 o'clock. The flight leaves at 9:20. Why are you taking so long? Do you know what I mean? But then this is Ghana, so you know. We're there, and then I think we weighed our bags just before we got to her, so I knew that it was kind of like somewhat over, somewhat under, but if you calculate all, it kind of like equates to the same thing. So it was like, cool, we left it. She took her time. After she finished scanning all our bags and put the stickers on it, she sent it back. She was like, you guys need to hurry because the plane is about to leave and they have just done the last call. I'm looking at her like, this bitch, you took your time to scan our bags, now you want us to run. Whereas more time, if you were quick to scan the bags, you know, like we wouldn't have a problem. So like, what's the issue? So cool, she gives us our passports back and she's like, oh, go upstairs, go da. So annoyed. So we went upstairs now, only to find out that at the immigration bit there's a massive queue. So all this running, it's the final call, you guys need to hurry up. She was just kind of like putting unnecessary fear in people. Already I was annoyed because I was thinking, I'm not spending one more hour in this country, like I need to go home. I've done 3 weeks, it's enough, it's okay, like I need to go home. So I was fully annoyed. We went upstairs and there's a queue. Then I was thinking, okay, maybe, because the thing about it, not everyone was going on the same plane. Like some people are going KLM, some people are going Turkish, some people are going British Airways, like all types. So I was like, cool, we're gonna ask people in front of us like where they're going or whatever. There was a woman standing there. We said to her, our flight's about to leave, blah blah. She was like, okay, go to the front of the queue. Then like 5 people let us in front of them. Then there was this stinking old man that was like, oh, what flight are you guys on? Then when we told him, he's like, oh, I'm on the same flight as well, so you can just wait behind me. I was thinking, all right, love, like you're not trying to move forward, but we're trying to go home. Like then after, calm as a bitch, because he opened up his passport. I don't know what was wrong with his passport, but then he had to like, he got sent out of the queue and got like sent back downstairs, and that's his issue. But I was trying to go home. So then after that, you have to, this is the annoying thing about Ghana, when you're going to Ghana, you have to fill out like an immigration form about where you're staying, why you're coming to the country, what you're doing there, blah blah blah. But cool, I understand why you need to fill it out to come into the country, but now that I'm leaving to go back home, why do I need to fill out the same form again? I filled out the form, I got to the desk, I gave it to the stupid man that was saying that immigration, yeah, and then the man's like, so where was you staying? I was like, oh, Pentecost University, because that's what people normally say. People just say Pentecost University, everyone knows the area, cool, dilly dally, you just leave. When I got to Ghana, that's what I wrote on the card thing. The woman scanned it, checked it, fine, she let me through. This guy was like, no, you have to tell us the house number, the road, and the postcode. In my head I was thinking, in Ghana, most of the time, like most houses, majority in fact, like half of the roads don't even have names. Half the houses don't even have numbers. Like, what are you talking about? Talking about postcode. I was thinking there's postcodes in Ghana, bro. I was so annoyed. This guy's like, no, I won't let you through. You need to tell me. Then Samuel came. Samuel told him some next area that I couldn't pronounce. The man's like, no, I need to know the door number, blah, blah. So now we're standing there. But I'm in immigration. Our bags have already gone through. This man doesn't want to let us through to the next stage or wherever it is. And the annoying thing is that it's not straightforward. It's not like you check in your bags and you go. There's so many unnecessary points that you have to go through just to get on the plane and go back home. And I'm telling this man, I'm like, look at my passport, it is a British passport, I don't live in this country, let me go, like you can't keep me here, so let me go. This man's like, no, you have to tell me where you stayed. I was so irritated. I was like, cool. Samuel called his mum to ask her. She told him where everything. Now listen to this, yeah, because Samuel asked his mum, this man already has my card. Then he tried to give me back the card so that I can now write down the address, even though he just heard the address and he could write it down himself. More time, he wrote down Samuel's address. So he could just done the same thing to mine, but he decided no, he was going to waste my time and make me try and write it. I said, I don't know how to spell. I think it was like in something. I was like, I don't know how to spell it, so you do it. This man now chatting bare rubbish. Samuel just quickly wrote and gave it back to him. The man stamped my passport, just told me to go. Then he was like, oh, Eugenia, oh, it's a nice name, you know. It's a nice name, you know. I was thinking, this bitch. So if technically Samuel wasn't there, it was his way of trying to like waste my time and chat to me and move to me and whatever. And I was thinking, I have a plane to catch. Just because you're sitting there with unnecessary badges on your top, you think you're somebody. Listen, that irritated me. So already it's like the woman downstairs annoyed me, and then this man at immigration has annoyed me. Then I'm walking off, and then it got to the bit where they're searching you now. I literally like broke down. I broke down at the bit where you go through the metal detectors, whatever it's called, yeah. My handbag, whatever, went through. And they're like, oh, you have to take off your shoes. And these times I'm wearing Vans, like the high top Vans. People in sliders had to take off their shoes. And I don't understand why, like, I don't get that. Because even in the UK, they don't make you take off your shoes when you're going through, unless you're wearing like boots or something, which is understandable. But I'm wearing bloody trainers and I had to take off my shoes, and that irritated me because I did not want to do that. Like, already the way you have to lace up those shoes and take them back off was just, it was annoying. So cool, I went through, I had to take off my shoes, then I went through. Although I've already gone through the scanner thing and they realised there's nothing on me, this woman is now feeling me up, she's touching me in unnecessary places. And I swear I nearly cried. Like, I was so annoyed, I was so angry. They were like, what's wrong with you? And I said, I'm never coming to Ghana again. You will never see me in this country again. It's a stinking country. I was so angry, like so annoyed. After that, they were like, oh, run, the last call for the plane, run. So now, because I had taken my trainers and it was long to put back on, I had to wear my sliders. My foot is dry as hell and I'm wearing sliders in the airport and I'm running. And already I can't run in sliders because they're like slippery or whatever. So I'm running, run all the way now, and we get to, after like duty free or whatever, there's another queue, another checkpoint. They check. So all of that like hype, run, like whatever. Long story short, there was like flipping 3 more checkpoints after that. Got on the plane, and the plane was delayed for like a good hour anyway. So I was thinking, all that time I was thinking, that was like, my plane was meant to leave at like 9:20, it didn't leave till like nearly 11 o'clock. All for what? But that wasn't even like the end of my troubles. After that, we had a transit at Turkey. So we got to Turkey. And as soon as we come out of the plane, we're thinking, right, like we've got, I think like 30-45 minutes till our next plane leaves. We're standing there, walked through, and then there was a woman there calling for people who were going to Heathrow. We were going to Gatwick. So I'm like, cool. Maybe, I don't know, like maybe their one needs to go right now or something. More time, the Heathrow plane was leaving after the Gatwick plane. Long story short, they decided that, okay, the people going to Gatwick, they're going to cost us money because the plane's going to have to wait for them. So when we were delayed in Ghana, they somehow knew and they told that plane to leave on time. So the Gatwick plane, the plane going from Turkey to Gatwick, left early. So imagine we get there now, we don't know where to go, there's no signs, everything. People, they're just useless people at that airport. Useless, yeah. Nobody knows anything, everyone's acting like they don't understand English, pissing me off. And then, yeah, so we asked them, oh, the plane to Gatwick, where is it, what thingy? They're like, oh, the plane's gone. How can the plane just go? What do you mean the plane's gone? Like, what? Then they were like, yeah, the plane's gone. Well, so you're gonna have to wait for the next one. What do you mean? We argued with these people, they said the plane's gone. They did that for so long that the plane eventually started leaving or left or whatever. I don't even know what happened to that plane. It just disappeared, yeah? And then the next plane, so imagine we got there at like nearly 8 o'clock, like 7 something in the morning, nearly 8 o'clock in Turkey. We didn't get on another plane till 1 something, nearly 2 o'clock. I was trapped. I'll say trapped because I wasn't stuck in Turkey. I was trapped in Turkey in the airport for 7 good hours. Nearly 7 hours basically in the airport. And the best thing that you could offer us was like a voucher to eat. These times you go and you can't even choose where you want to eat. So you go and they take your finger and then they give you a burger and chips and a drink. Burger has no taste. There's just some dead mayonnaise sauce inside there, chips and drink. That's all you get. That's it. So pissed off, I was so angry. I was like, I would never come to Turkey again. Ghana will never see me again. And I was just so annoyed. I was so ready to just go home. Like, I was so fed up. So fed up. And then eventually got back to the UK, but I got back here like a good 6-7 hours later than I should have. So everything I had planned for that day was flopped. I had to go home. My mum being long, she also started making fried rice and jollof rice for Kingsley, because what her plan was that she would take me and Samuel to Leicester, but on the way go to Birmingham, drop off food for Kingsley, and then drop us off. So basically it took me 48 hours to get to Leicester, because I left Ghana on the Tuesday, didn't get back to Leicester until Thursday, technically. So we got back to London on like Wednesday. The times were different, so it was a bit weird. On Wednesday, because my mum and her fried rice and her jollof rice, it took her, we left the house at like 12 midnight, basically Thursday morning. She drove all the way to Birmingham first. We had to drop off Kingsley's food and stuff. We didn't even get there till like nearly 4. And then we didn't And then from that we drove all the way back to Leicester, and that we got around like 6 AM on Thursday. So boy, travelled basically 2 days to get home, and I went through all these obstacles and all these unnecessary. That's why I didn't vlog, because the way I was even dressed was mad. Like, I'm gonna see if I still have the snap, but I was wearing like a Levi top, Adidas leggings and Nike sliders, and my wig was all shifted and all over the place, no makeup. Like, I was furious. And then I had the blanket that they give you on the plane, I had that as a scarf because I was freezing cold as well. And then I had a khaki jacket. I was so annoyed, but that is my story time of how I was trapped in Turkey basically, and why I didn't do my last vlog home. But it was so but I feel like bruv, don't take Turkish Airlines. Like, I don't. Everyone says that like it was just a one-off, you know, it was just a one-time thing, but I think they're rubbish. That one experience was enough. Like, one too many experiences. I don't think I'll ever take Turkish Airlines again. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this story time, some long ass story about how I got home. But yeah, my Ghana vlog, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that, you know, I can do many more travel vlogs in the future, just not to Turkey or Ghana, like. But thank you so much for watching, guys, and I hope you can subscribe to my channel. I hope you can thumbs up this video and share it with all your friends. So yeah, thank you guys, bye.